Hi everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. How are you guys? So happy to be with you. Like literally so stinking happy. How are you guys? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to spend some time with you guys tonight. And I can't wait to share my sweet little card with you. You're going to absolutely love it. It is so adorable. And yeah, a baby card. And maybe you don't have people to say, oops, I just kicked something on my floor. Maybe you don't have a baby to send, but you can make the card without the baby. You can just change it, the theme. But this little stamp set is adorable. I've been dying to show it for a while and have never taken the chance or the time to do it. I had thought I was going to use it for a class, and then I ended up never doing that. And I don't want you to miss out on how adorable this is if you don't have it. And if you have it, just copy my card. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. It's not going to be a long live today because the card is not that complicated, but it is so adorable, and I hope that you enjoy it. So the first thing I want to talk about is Inky Hands Crew membership. Thank you to all the new people who have joined. I want to say thanks for that because I'm always so grateful for my crew members. And the crew is a membership that is a monthly fee of $7.99 a month. You get 6 videos a month, 6 projects in a theme or with a bundle or stamp set or suite or something like that. And it's basically like a mini class. You get video tutorials and photos and measurements and all that good stuff. So every month you can do 6 projects with little to no effort. I hope that you will join us. I always do fun things for my crew members, and I'm really grateful for all of them because they help my business run. So if you are on here and maybe you're a hobby demo and you never thought about supporting my business with the $7.99 a month crew, I would highly suggest it because it's what helps me keep my channel going. All the ideas. If I'm providing a service for you, I would love it if you join my crew. Try it for a month, see what you think, and there's no obligation to continue. It's month to month, and you can cancel if you don't like it. But it is so fun, and all the information about it is on my website at inkyhandswarmhearts.com/membership. All right, Card Fiesta. So this Saturday is Card Fiesta on the 19th. I can't wait. We're going to have so much fun. It is a class that I do every twice a month, and we had one on the 5th and this month the 19th. The one after this one will not be till May 3rd. And we get together, we eat Mexican food, we make cards. I mean, how much more fun can that be? If you're in the Virginia Beach area and you would like to come and hang out with us, just let me know. You just have to let me know that you're coming because I have to make sure I have enough seats at the restaurant for you. And I would greatly appreciate it if you joined us. If you're local, try it out and see what you think. So that is Card Fiesta. All right, let's talk about Paper Pumpkin. The new Paper Pumpkin started on the 11th of April through May 10th. I also want to let those of you who may not have gotten this last Paper Pumpkin kit, if you did not opt in to Paper Pumpkin, you are not getting it. Like if you did not transfer your Paper Pumpkin membership over from the old to the new, you're not gonna be getting the Paper Pumpkin. So just make sure that you do that. But for those of you who have, the next one is kind of an outdoorsy, masculine. There are some dad sentiments, really, really beautiful. And it doesn't have to be for guys. Like women like the outdoors too. You could put a different sentiment from your stash of stuff. So don't negate this set because it's Father's Day or because it's masculine in your eyes, because I think nature is beautiful for all people, right? So what can I tell you about this kit? The Mountain Majesties. 9 cards, 3 each, 3 designs, 9 coordinating envelopes, pre-cut vellum pieces, watercolored bases, and coordinating envelopes. And the coordinating colors are Basic Black, Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, which is the Stampin' Spot, Mossy Meadow, Pecan Pie, and Petal Pink. And of course, it includes vellum pieces for layering and sentiments that are tailored to men. But like I said, if you have another sentiment set, you could do Happy Birthday. It doesn't have to be for masculine. But yeah, love this. I always love the nature stuff. Nature is so beautiful, right? Especially when it's captured in art. All right, and this is the add-on for Paper Pumpkin. If you don't have it yet, don't forget to get it. It's item number 166238. It is our quarterly Paper Pumpkin. It is for the second quarter of 2025. You get the hugs. You get, that was for April's kit. May's is this really cool label, and then June's is going to be this floral with the sleeve. So check that out. 4 dies, $12, 166238. Let's see what else we have here for kits collection. April kits are the Essential Occasions kit. You get 6 cards, 1 each of 6 designs. They look quite different, all different. Might be fun. This bouquet, and if you want a preview of the in colors, you want this paper bouquet kit. This is Timid Tiger, Strawberry Slush, Cloud Cover. The inside of these flowers are Secret Sea, and the last color is Darling Duckling. So and white. So if you want to try out or see what the new colors are going to look like, you can make 23 flowers and 11 leaves. It's a $22 kit, very different, and every paper crafter should have paper flowers in their craft room. All right, the last one is Loveliest Wishes, and it is 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs, non-stamping, mostly white, so it's minimalist. You can add some ink blending if you want, and kind of make the turn this one into your own. March's had the Welcoming Garden kit, which was a stamping kit, $23, 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs, and the Maritime Moments, which was also a stamping kit, make 6 cards, 2 each of 3 designs. All right, game night is coming up. Registration starts tonight, and it goes until game night. So the 24th, you have from 10 days, or I guess, yeah, right about 10 days, 9-10 days to sign up. It's going to be the last Thursday of every month. So this month it's on the 24th. And we're going to do lucky number. I will have the registration form ready for you tonight. So if you are looking for it, you can go to inkyhandswarmhearts.com/game night, and you can get your registration form submitted. I will also add a link, if I can, to the description of this video in case you guys are interested in signing up for game night. All right. It's a fun way to win some free Stampin' Up product and participate in game night. It's a class, so you will get cards, and I will send those out the day after or the weekend, probably the Monday after that Thursday. They'll go out in the mail, and you'll have till next month's game night to work on or forever. I mean, whenever you want to work on them. All right. I also wanted to alert you that I do have a PDF store and a retired product store, and I do have PDFs for sale. This is one of them, and I also have some paper piecing ones, and lots of retired products. So if you're interested in some retired product, please check out my store and let me know what you think. So today we are using, like I told you, Sweet Peas. And it is just the cutest little set. It's on page 103. It's a $20 stamp set. Makes the cutest cards. Lots of different little spring peas, I think is what those are called, the ones that are in the pods. But so adorable and perfect for this time of year. So tonight we're gonna do the card that you saw on the thumbnail. Let me put all this back in my catalog so I can put that away. So this is the card we're gonna make. Not too complicated, super cute. I'm going to show you how to color, and the inside looks like this. So we're going to work on that tonight. I used sweet peas, and then I used, for my dies, I use Unbounded Love. So these are really cool. I used this die here in the pink, and then this one in the basic white. So let's get started. But, you know, I realized that I had forgotten to put some embellishments on my card, and I said I'll just do it with you guys. So I think I'm going to use the water droplets, these white or clear, because I just think they're so pretty. So I'm going to grab one of those, put it with one of these big ones, and then I'm going to take a little one and put it maybe here, there. All right. And we will use these on our card when we work on it today. Now, I got a little carried away today, and, or not today, when I was prepping for my class. And I just started, like, you know, coloring everything in. And then I stopped myself, and I'm like, what are you doing? I have to show them how to do this. So, I apologize that I have some stuff colored, but I may just pull out some scrap paper and go ahead and do it with you, so that you can see the whole process. All right, so we're gonna start with a piece of soft sea foam, and it's this real pale green. You may not even be able to tell it's green on the camera, but it is a very pale, real pastel green. We're gonna score this at 4 1/4. It's 5.5 by 8.5, and we're scoring it at the halfway mark on the long side here. We're gonna join our corners. I always like to grab that corner, and then my bone folder comes out. All right, so there you go. Now we're going to add our pieces here in the back. Okay, so those pieces are, this is paper from Wildflower Birthday. It's from the DSP, and Pretty in Pink cardstock. So I have two pieces here. I have a 2" by 4, and I have a 3.5 by 4. We're gonna glue those two together. Let me grab my silicone mat and my wet adhesive. And all I'm gonna do here is run a very thin line along this edge. And I'm just gonna position my piece of cardstock where it's gonna go, and then I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna hold my cardstock in place, and I'm gonna bring this to the bottom, and you just want to line up and just make sure that you have it nice and even and you're happy with your position. It's a little tricky, but I know you can do it. And that's going to attach these two pieces together. Just make sure that you're happy with placement. I am quite happy with that. So then I took a piece of Pretty in Pink in color ribbon. It is about, I don't know, 5.5 inches or so, maybe a hair more. And we're going to add that right here. So I'm actually going to use my seal adhesive. And I'm going to put a little bit on each end, and then a little bit there in the middle. And so what you're going to do here is you're going to bring it along this edge, and you're going to bring this to the back and this to the back, and then that piece there will stick in the center. It's going to be covered by our little sweet pea, but I just want to make sure that it's straight. And see how it's attached. Doesn't matter where it attaches in the back. And then I'm going to use my wet adhesive because it is my adhesive of choice. And I am going to go ahead and attach this layer onto our card base. So I'm going to actually even put ribbon there. I mean, glue there on the ribbon. And just make sure you have enough adhesive here so that you have some wiggle room. So that's how I did those two sections. Okay, you guys still with me? It's a pretty easy card, but really pretty. I love this pink gingham. All right, so now while we're gluing things, let's go ahead and attach these two pieces. So let me get my dies again so I can show you the dies, because I did say it, but you might not have been paying attention. So this one here is cut out of this one, and this one here is cut out of this one. So I have basic white and I have the pink, and we're just going to put adhesive on this pink paper here, and I'm just going to go through. It's okay if it goes through the holes. Well, first I have to get it flowing. It's okay if it goes through the holes. I just want enough that it's going to stick to my card, okay? And I'm going to grab my tweezers to put it on. Okay, so I'm gonna follow those little dashed lines, but this actually covers those up. So you're just gonna slide it in place. Whoops. Make sure that it covers your little dotted or dashed, pierced, whatever you want to call it, lines there. Okay, so we're good there. So there is our piece. I'll let that sit to the side for a minute, and we are going to stamp our little sweet pea. Let me grab another scrap, because that was one of the pieces that I stamped, but it's okay. We're gonna rectify the situation. All right, so we're gonna get some Memento Tuxedo Black, and we're gonna grab our little, this one's our little baby. Okay. Clean with my chamois. Okay. So I decided to color with light granny apple green and dark soft sea foam. So we do have soft sea foam, but since it's so pale, I wanted a little bit of contrast on my little pea right there. So I wanted some lights and some darks and some brights to match my pink. I did use mostly soft sea foam on here, and I hope that this shows really well in the camera. It may not. So what I did first was I went ahead and I went around the outside of the face, and I tried to leave a good little opening there in the middle. And I'm going to come back to that color, but right now I'm going to blend the soft sea foam in with that light granny apple green. And while it'll be different here in the center, it's going to have some brightness around the edges. So that's what it looks like. Well, when it dries, I'll show it to you again. Then we're going to grab back our light granny, and I'm going to do the outer husk or whatever they call that on the sweet peas. I don't know what the casing is called. I don't really know that much about gardening or... Okay. So see how I'm shading right where the artist shaded? And that's it for that. Then I'm going to go back to my dark soft sea foam, and I'm going to outline these little tendrils and color in the shoots or whatever these are. I think they're shoots. And then I'm going to also give a little curl there to the... All right, so we're going to fussy cut this out, but I'm going to fussy cut everything at the same time. So I also have my two leaves, and I will show you how I colored those. So I just added where the artist had these veining or lines in my leaf. That's all that we got of the light granny apple. And then again, I'm just going to go over squeaky tonight. All right, here's the last one of this one, and then we're going to move to this one, and then I'm going to do the tendrils like I did on the actual little baby pea. All right, so now I'm going to go back and I'm going to just get a smidge of color, not a ton, on these tendrils. All right, and now comes the fussy cutting. We'll start with our little sweet pea, and we're gonna just come in here. And for those of you who don't like the fussy cut, practice, guys. You'll get better, I promise. I was not always a fan of fussy cutting, but the more you do it, the better you get and the easier it gets, and then it becomes relaxing. And if you want proof, ask Lou in the chat, because she used to feel that way and now she does not mind fussy cutting. But it just takes time and practice, and you just have to keep doing it, and you have to do it bad. You have to be bad at it. Just like anything, an athlete wants to be good at something, they're not good at it naturally. They just have to keep practicing and practicing. The more that they hone their skills, the better they get at something, and that's what you have to do to get good at fussy cutting. And there's so many cute sets that you can only fussy cut, so it's worth getting good at it, because you don't want to miss out on some of these cuties like this one. All right, so there's my little baby pea, and then we're gonna go ahead and work our way around here. And then I stamped the words welcome sweet pea in, this was on scraps, of course, what I did here, but I stamped it on a piece of, I think it was 1 inch by 3 inches. I'll measure it for you in a minute when I'm done fussy cutting. I'll measure it, but I was just trying to guess. But anyway, that's what the sentiment is, and I attached it to a small like 1/4 inch, maybe a tiny smidge over a 1/4 of an inch, maybe 3/8, I don't know. It's just a small little scrap that I found in my scrap pile of soft sea foam, and I just cut it, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. All right, so there's the little one, and let's finish with this last one here. So pretty. These really end up looking so nice around that sentiment. What do you guys think of that? Isn't it cute? Let me know if you guys have this little stamp set. If you don't, it's only $20. Add it to your next order because it is super cute. And I definitely think it will have a good resale. A lot of cute stamp sets have very high resale value. In other words, people still want them long after. I don't know what it is about cute sets, but people like cute, I guess. And even after years later, the cute stuff still sells. I would say in my retired product store, I've sold more of my cute stuff than anything else. So if you want something and you think, oh, I don't know if I'll use it that much, you'll probably get your money back from it, because people like the cute things and they can't find them when they're gone. So don't let this one get away before you grab your copy of it, because it's so cute. All right, I've finished this last tendril here, and then we can work our way down the leaves. You have to be careful around those because you don't want to cut them. You don't want to cut one away, right? So you just have to take your time. And as you can see, I don't really move my scissor. When you move your scissor, you get a real choppy cut. You want to move your paper. So you can see my left hand here is guiding my paper. Come on. And then I just moved the scissor when I get to the end of it. All right, I have a tiny smidge right there that I need to trim. Okay, so there's those. Let's get rid of all of that. All right, so here is our piece. I thought it was 1 inch by 3 inches. Let's see if I'm right. 2 inches. Oh, and I'm wrong with the 1 inch. It's 3/4 of an inch. I was completely off. 3/4 of an inch by 2 inches. So see, this is like a very, let's see if it's a quarter. If it's a quarter. Yeah, it's 1/4 of an inch. And it is, I just grabbed it out of my scraps, 2 3/4. So I'm just gonna angle cut. I think I'm gonna more drastically angle it. I think I wanna angle it a little more drastically. There we go. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna run a little bit of wet adhesive along this bottom of the sentiment here that says, "Welcome, Sweet Pea." And we're gonna lay that right here in the center, and this little piece will stick out on both sides. You just wanna have enough green showing on the bottom, maybe half of the quarter, so about 1/8 of an inch, showing at the bottom here. So it really pops some green back onto your card because there's a lot of pink going on, right? All right, so there's our Welcome, Sweet Pea. All right, so now we're gonna get our dimensionals out. And you know I'm gonna use a bunch. So we're gonna start with probably 3 for this little dude. All right, 3 of those. I'm gonna put it on here in the center. So cute. And then we're gonna add a few dimensionals to the back of this. And of course, you know, I'm gonna put more. That's not enough for me. Okay, drop that one. All right. So sorry for all the dimensional usage, but I can't help myself. I just use a lot of dimensionals. You'll get used to me if it's your first time watching. But I just don't like my card to sag in any way, so I'm pretty particular. Okay, so where the little pink ribbon goes across, and it's a little crooked, I'm gonna lift that up. That's the beauty of using seal, you can fix it. All right, so where that is, you wanna have this kind of higher up, and just the last little section here of our oval will be on that part. All right, let's get rid of this. Or I can try to. All right, we're gonna put 3 dimensionals on our Sweet Pea sentiment here. And everything else is gonna be glued flat. All right, so this one is gonna stick up here. And we got to figure out where we're going to put this so that we know where to place this. And I only put a little bit of wet adhesive. So basically right there, and then these leaves, that's it. And I'm just going to kind of slide it under, see how much I want to show. And I want this to kind of stick up here. And then this one, again, same thing, just the stem area and a little bit of that leaf. And when I'm happy, I'm just going to go ahead and place that. And then we're going to remove our 3. And I think right there, I'm happy with it. Every one you do is going to be a little different. All right, so let's work on the inside now. So for the inside, I have a piece of basic white, which is 4 by 5 1/4. And I have another little strip of 4" by 1/2 inch of the same gingham. We're going to add that to the top. And we're going to leave just a hair, 1/8 of an inch or so at the top. So pretty. All right. We're going to add this to our inside, and then we're going to put another one of those little vines, and we're going to color it. So I have to grab my black ink pad. So I wanted this at the top, but if you want it at the bottom, you can. All right. And then I'm going to grab my small leaf. Just add it here in the corner. And we're going to color just like we did before. So we're going to do these lines in the light granny apple green. And with the dark soft sea foam, we're going to fill in so pretty. And then I'm just going to outline these tendrils, bring that down. That's the inside. And then the last thing is those gems. Let me find them. I'm going to get this out of the way. So we used sweet peas and the Unbounded Love dies. And we're going to use the water droplet ones from here. I grab my take your pick tool. And I'm going to grab a small, put one here. I really liked how that looked, so we're going to just repeat it. And right there. So cute. Quite happy with that. What do you guys think? I hope that you liked it. Let's put this away and let me know what you think in the comments. Not too hard of a card. Super cute, actually. What do you guys think of it? I love this cute card. All right, I will be back on Thursday with another card with this cute little stamp set. I might do 2. Who knows? I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I haven't done it. All right, I'll talk with you guys soon. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. I know it was a short live today, but I hope that you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Happy stamping.